Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Lee. I come from Bukit Mertajam and I'm now staying in Kluang Johor. So welcome to my program, and for this session we will be learning conditional tense. As the word tells us, conditional, that means there is a condition, if. So we are now at the if tense, conditional if. It's a condition when I say if. If you do this, I will do that, or I shall do that. Okay, if this happens, that will happen. So it's a reaction to what is happening now. So today we are at lesson 27. Now, as you know, my YouTube channel is specially for the books that I have written. So now we are at level 2. This is my second book. It is Dwi Bahasa, 2 languages, Bahasa Melayu and Bahasa and English. But for the exercises, of course, it's 100% in English. It's only the explanation in 2 languages, BM and BI. And I would like to show you my book. This is level 2. You can see the pages over here. What I want to show you is this. So for level 2, there are 40 lessons altogether. 133 pages. And as you can see on the whiteboard, I have now come to lesson 27. So we have another 13 lessons to go, and I wrap up. This book is the whole book is in my YouTube channel. Every question, every lesson, every page is inside my YouTube channel. So I welcome you to watch. Okay, before this level 2, I had uploaded my level 1. So my level 1 has 38 lessons, and all are in my YouTube channel. Every question, every page, every lesson is in my YouTube channel. So again, I welcome you to watch and learn. Level 2 is a little bit harder than level 1, more difficult, a little bit more difficult. Not that difficult, but a little bit more. That's why it's called level 2. It means I've gone up one level. Okay, so conditional tense. Remember, conditional means if. Something that is in the future. But then you can notice that I use present tense. Meets, have, goes, make, are, go, is. And then I follow by will or shall. So the regulation or the rule is, for I and we can use shall, we can also use will. But remember that when we use shall or will, it has to be followed by the base form. Base form, for example, walk, W-A-L-K. W-A-L-K, walk, is the base form. W-A-L-K-S is not the base form. W-A-L-K-E-D is not the base form. W-A-L-K-I-N-G is not the base form. That means base form has no S, no ED, no ING. The letters behind the original word. You cannot put S, ED or ING because base form does not have S, ED or ING. That's the first thing you need to know. Then you come down here. So for I and we can use shall plus base form or will plus base form. You can use both. But for you, they, he, she, it, we use will plus the base form. We don't use shall. We do not use shall. Shall is for I and we. And then here. Now, if you have this book, you can turn to page 68, 69. But if you don't have a book, it's okay. Just listen. I will read. So if he meets her, he will tell her about the robbery. See, I use the present tense, I use will. Okay? If we have the time, we shall visit our relatives in Medan. Again, have is the present tense. So for we can use shall, we can also use will. So we shall visit or we will visit. Present tense and will or shall. If she goes to Bangkok, she will pray in the temple. Present tense, so will pray. Okay? If you make noise, I shall punish you or I will punish you. So again, present tense. For I, we can use shall, we can also use will. If they are busy, they will not have lunch with us. Are is the present tense, so we use will. Base form, have. Base form, tell. Base form, visit. Base form, pray. Base form, punish. If I go to the shopping mall, I shall buy or I will buy a leather handbag. Go is the present tense. So I, we can use shall, we can also use will. But remember, shall and will, you need to use the base form. If it is hungry, it will meow loudly. So is the present tense, so you have to use will and then base form. Now, the question now, I want to ask you. The question is, why do we use the present tense and then use will or shall in grammar, in conditional tense? When we use the present tense and we use shall or will plus the base form, it means to say, or the function is, the chances of happening is very high. There's a big chance that it will happen, or we are very sure it will happen. Okay? So when we are sure something will happen, that it is true, that the chances of happening is very high, then we use present tense plus a shall or will and then the base form. So just like this one, if you make noise, I shall punish you or I will punish you, sure to happen. When I say this, I'm going to do it. Or the chances that I punish you is very high. That is why I use the present tense here and then I use shall or will. So when we use the present tense and then we use shall or will, it is very possible that it will happen, or it will sure happen. It will surely happen. That is why we use the present tense and shall or will plus the base form. Okay? There. If Mr. Wong, then this side is as usual, this side is one or more than one. So one means one animal, one person, one thing, one place. Or more than one person, more than one thing, more than one place, more than one animal. We use will plus the base form, not shall, like this one. Like you, they, he, she, it, same. We use will plus the base form, we don't use shall. We only use shall for I and we. Okay? It is the same. You can see if. A prediction, something in the future, if. But present tense is, try, cooks, is, rains, have, is, are, is present tense. When we use the present tense, it is very likely. We are very sure, or it is very possible that it will happen. And then we use will, or we all use will here. After the word will, we use the base form. So, is here will be will go. Try will win. Cooks will give. Is will take. Rains will not go. Have will not rest. Is will feed. Are will not watch. Is will school. It is going to happen. Or the chances that it happen is very high. It is very possible it will happen. That is why when we use if and the present tense, we use will or shall. Because it will happen. The chances of it happening is very high, or we are sure it will happen. That is why we use if plus the present tense plus will or shall. And remember, After will and shall, we use the base form. So again, let me read. If Mr. Wong is not busy, he will go fishing with his friends. So is will go. That means this is what usually happens. So we can tell the future. As long as he is not busy, he will do this. If the swimmers try harder, they will win the competition. So here try. And here if, that means we are sure it will happen. They will win the competition. Or the chances that they win the competition is very high. If Puan Maimun cooks chicken curry, she will give some to us. This could be, a follow-up of what usually happens. Because every time she cooks curry, she gives us. Therefore, I can predict the future. If tomorrow she does it, she will give to us. Usually it's like this. Alright? That means when I say this, I'm quite sure she will give us. The chances of her giving us is high. Or are high. Or I'm very sure it will happen. If my father is not working, he will take us out for dinner. Maybe this happens all the time. So I can be very sure, I can tell you that in the future, if he is not busy, he will take us out. If he is not working, he will take us out. If it rains, the children will not go out to play. This is actually is logic. If it rains, the children will stay at home. They will not go out to play. It's logic. So it is sure to happen. When there's rain outside, the children will stay at home. It's logic. Sure to happen. Okay? If the workers have a lot of work, they will not rest. Again, this is logic. I mean, if you have a lot of work, will you sit there and rest? So it is quite sure to happen. As long as they are busy, they will not rest. If the rabbit is hungry, Wawa will feed it with carrots or will feed it with some carrots. Again, this is logic. I mean, the rabbit eats carrots. So if it is hungry, definitely Wawa will feed it with carrots. So it is sure to happen. Again, it is logical. Alright? If the children are tired, they will not watch television. I can also safely tell you that this is logical. They are tired. Don't tell me they will still sit in front of the television. They will sleep. They will go to sleep. So again, we can predict the future based on now because it is sure to happen. Or the chances of it happening is very high. Okay, that is why we use if, present tense, and then will or shall plus the base form. If the principal is angry, he will scold all of us. So this one we are quite sure. A person is angry, principal, he will start firing away. So we know that it will happen. Or the chances that it happens, the chances that this happens is very high. The chances are very high that he will scold us. So remember this. Conditional tense if. When we use if, we are talking about the future, not now. When we use if and we use the present tense, means, have, goes, make, are, go, is, present tense or there. Is, try, cooks, is, rains, have, is, are, is, present tense. And then if, then we use will or we use shall. What does it mean? What is the function? It means to say it will definitely happen or the chances that it happens are very high. Very possible that it will happen. That is why we use if plus the present tense plus shall and base form or will and base form. Because we are sure in the future this will happen. If this happens, this will happen. We are sure, or we are quite sure, or it is highly possible that it will happen. That is why we use this conditional tense. if plus a present tense plus will or shall, and followed by the base form. So, ask you a question. In life, is it important to know this? You know, in English, tenses are very important. You know, we must have tenses in order to understand when something happens. That means yesterday, tomorrow, that word is also tenses, simple present tense, simple past tense, or simple future tense. And in life, do we have if situations? Yes. Whether we are at home, in our daily life, whether we are working or we are studying, of course, there are so many ifs. If this happens, this will happen. In life, it happens all the time. So do you think it's important to know this? Yes. When we are sure, when it is highly possible that something will happen, then we need to use this. And in life, are there many things that we are sure will happen in the future? Yes. Or even when we have meetings, we talk to other people, we have plans for the future. Do we use this? Yes. So do you think it's important? Yes. It's very important. Tenses are that important. That's why it's used in law, you know. You talk about law, you talk about English. You talk about this language, English. Because it's very specific, it's very detailed. When did it happen? Is it possible it will happen? Yes, this is possible. Is it sure to happen? Yes, it's sure to happen. So when I speak, when I write, I say if, I use the present tense, and I use will or shall plus the base form. Alright? So this is it. But this is only part 1. As I told you, conditional tenses is wide. You know, conditional tense is wide. There are many aspects to it. Although you use the word if. Okay, remember this, sure to happen. Very possible it will happen. Remember this. Use if, present tense, will or shall plus the base form. Okay, so my class ends here. Remember to give me a like, share and subscribe. And as usual, I have told you before, I have 2 books now published, level 1 and level 2. If you are interested to buy, then WhatsApp to me 019-7878-299. And I also mentioned to you that I will open 2 English language centers, Cyberjaya and Subang Jaya. And the courses, the English courses that I offer are very wide, from kindergarten to primary school to secondary school students, to secondary school leavers, that means those who have finished SPM, university graduates or university students, government staff or workers from the private sector. I offer housewives or people who are not working, they can come and learn, okay, from us in our centers. Reading, writing, listening or speaking, anyone or all. And the English courses I offer are not only for Malaysia, not only to be used in Malaysia. Meaning to say, to be used in Malaysia would be like academic, okay, or working, used in our country. Exams, especially like UASA now, primary school, or SPM or STPM, MUET, MUET. But I also offer to students or people who wish to go overseas. Either they want to migrate or they want to study overseas. So they need to take tests like IELTS or TOEFL. I offer that as well. I offer these 2. And also for O and A levels, for what we call IGCSE. Okay, so all these English courses I offer. And of course, if you personally have problems in English, for example, in your work, in your daily life, you want to improve yourself, or you want to prepare for a test, or you want to prepare to go somewhere, to go overseas or to go to visit somewhere or for work, you can approach me. You can WhatsApp me first. Let me know your problem or your studies. If you have problems with English in your studies, you can also ask me to help you. You can come to me for help, to help you individually solve your problem. Okay, not necessarily wait for me to open a class. You can always come and approach me and tell me you want a class by yourself, so I can assist you in whatever way you need. Okay, so till we meet again in the next video, I believe we will still be doing this, because as I told you, the scope is very wide. Alright, so goodbye and see you again.